So today I want to make a vid on why is it that you've hit a plateau? Why is it that you've stopped improving as a footballer? Now, first of all, I just want to say that this doesn't necessarily mean that you're playing bad, you're playing below your standards. You could literally be playing fine, but you've realized that maybe in the last couple of months, maybe in the last couple of years, even that you still haven't made the progress that you thought you would make. You thought you'd be at this level, but you've kind of just stayed at this level. So today I'm gonna tell you why this has happened, why you're just not really making the improvements that you thought you'd make as a footballer at this stage, at whatever stage you are at your career, whether you're 11 years old, 15, 18. I'm going to tell you some of the reasons why you haven't improved as quickly or as rapidly as you thought you would. And the first point for me is literally just your surroundings. Now, what I mean by surroundings is that maybe you've got comfortable, maybe you've played on the same team for a certain number amount of years, and you've just got comfortable. You've got comfortable in your place in the team. There's not much competition from the outside. Maybe let's say you're a right winger, and you come into every game knowing that I don't really have that competition. No one's coming for my place. I'm not really having to fight for my place. I just come to matches, and no matter how I play, I'm still gonna start every game. Things like that. It might seem like a good thing. It might seem like yeah, it puts the pressure off me that I don't have anyone competing for my place. Yeah, it does take the pressure off you low key. However, it also makes you complacent. It also can make you lazy. It might not motivate you to work as hard because imagine you have someone um on the bench that's competing for your place. You're gonna work 10 times harder in training. You're gonna put in that effort. Let's say in training you're gonna try to be the best player in the rondos, in the possessions. Anytime that guy who you're competing with, anytime he gets the ball and maybe he's dribbling at you, you're gonna lock in. You're gonna go 10 times harder. You're gonna make sure to show your coach, yo, I'm better than this guy. Maybe it's a shooting drill, and you're gonna make sure that yeah, I'm gonna score more goals than this guy in the shooting drill. Just every single training session, even outside the training sessions, you're just gonna work way harder because you know that if you're not on your top game, then that guy who's sitting on the bench, he's gonna come in and take your place. However, it happened to me as well when I was on my team for about 6 or 7 years. I realized that I didn't really have any competition behind me. I knew that no matter how I played, I was still gonna start every game because obviously I've been there for 5, 6, 7 years. Obviously, what I've done in the past as well. So it came to a stage where I realized that okay, even if I had 2 or 3 bad games, I'm not gonna get dropped. So obviously that naturally the motivation sort of drops. You don't work as hard in training. You don't really put in the work outside of training. Obviously, this is when I just went to secondary school as well. So now at secondary school, you're outside, just chilling with your friends, going chicken shop, just doing the madness basically. And obviously, as a result, my performance suffered. I remember that season that we probably had our worst season for that team. And then obviously at the end of the season, I sort of realized that I kind of need a new change, new environment. So then obviously I left, and then obviously my performance started to get way better because I had a new sort of motivation. I had a new coach that I wanted to prove, my quality. So that's why for me personally, as a young player, I believe that you should be switching teams maybe every 1 to 2 years. I remember when I was growing up, I always used to be confused about why does this player keep changing teams every single season. But now I realize that it's a good thing because he's adapting to different systems, different managers. He's never getting comfortable, and plus as a player, he's just learning so much more. So yeah. In terms of your surroundings, the first bit is literally it could be you've just been on the same team for a long time. You've got comfortable. You know everyone. You know the manager. The manager knows your parents, and you just got comfortable, and you're not working as hard to prove yourself, and as a result the attributes in your game are not really improving. Another thing as well is that you may just be chilling around the wrong friends. Maybe you've got them sort of friends where you go to the AstroTurf and they don't really want to put in like hard training sessions. They just want to go to the AstroTurf. Them guys who just you may see at the AstroTurf, they just stand around and they just shoot free kicks all day, or they just do free kicks. They'll do like around the worlds for an hour. They'll try rainbow flicks. They'll just do like keep it up, penalties, all these things. Like they're not actually like going to the Astro with like an idea in mind. Okay, today we're gonna improve our passing, we're gonna improve our dribbling, we're gonna improve our shooting. And now standing around and shooting free kicks. Look, I've done it before, but I literally do it. Maybe I'll do it like once every 10 times I go, because obviously you still want to have that enjoyment. You still want to have that sort of, at the end of the day, football is just a game. But if you're doing this consistently, if you're just going to the AstroTurf and just sort of just messing around with your friends, sort of like consistently, just not really having an idea of how to improve your game, you're just sort of standing around, then obviously the people you're competing with, the people who are trying to make it just like you, if they're putting in the work in that same amount of time, think about it. In 1 year, they're gonna just surpass you so much. They're just gonna surpass you so much because obviously they've been putting in the work. They've been actually going to the AstroTurf with a plan. Going to just, even if they're doing individual training, it doesn't have to be an AstroTurf. It could be on the grass, but they're going there with a plan. They're going there with an idea. Okay, I need to work on this. My shooting needs to improve. My dribbling needs to improve. My 1v1 defending needs to improve. They're going in there with intention, while you're just going in there shooting free kicks, just sort of bullshitting, to be honest. Like, just sort of not really putting in the work. You're not improving anything in your game. Obviously, their attributes are improving. Their fitness is improving. Their, like I said, all the technical aspects of their games are improving, and you've really sort of just stayed the same. And obviously, like I just said, they're just gonna surpass you like that. So you need to have good teammates, good friends around you, people who actually take the game seriously, people who actually have ambition, have sort of ambition, have dreams, who actually want to make it. You understand? So yeah, just surround yourself with them people who have a positive mindset. They truly believe that that if they put in the hard work, they're gonna make it. Also, you don't want to surround yourself with people who are negative, people who are sort of like people who just always create doubt. You know, them people who are just negative all the time. Like, you know, them people who are always like, you say that, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it as a pro footballer, and then they start telling you all the reasons why you can't make it. They start doing all of this. Only 0.01% of people make it, and all of that. Like, less of that. You know what I'm saying? You need people who are around you, who support you, who motivate you. Actually, who actually believe, who are not just sort of trying to give you the negative part of everything all the time. You just need that positive. Actually, you need that optimism if you want to make it. So that's the first point. Literally, just make sure your surroundings are good. Make sure your surroundings are positive. Make sure they bring the best out of you. And it's funny how my first point about surroundings literally links into my last 2 points. My last 2 points were literally going to be about proper training, which I've gone over, and about confidence as well. Now, also, I've talked about proper training, about how you need to go down to the Astro, how you need to actually go there and actually intentionally work on attributes in your game. But I want to talk about confidence as well. What I mean by confidence is that you need to surround yourself with confident players. You want to be around players who, them guys who just walk onto the pitch and they're just confident. They want to take they don't have a problem with taking any free kicks. They want to take the pens. They want to take corners. They're always asking for the ball. They're never shying away. Those are the guys you want to be training with. You don't want to go. You don't want to be training with or be around, these nervous guys who are, nervous about the game, or they don't want to take responsibility. There's a penalty shootout and they're shying away. They're not putting their hands up. Now you want to be, like I said, you start becoming the people you're around. So if you want to be more confident, obviously the training bit. So obviously, if you've been doing repetitions of working on your first touch, then when it comes to the game, you're going to be confident in your first touch. But you also want to be surrounding yourself with confident people, because all of that training is good. But if you surround yourself with people who doubt themselves, people who are negative, people who don't really take responsibility, people who shy away from it, then obviously you're going to start taking on those habits as well. So you need to be around people who are confident, people who always have sort of like a growth mindset, people who have that attitude of like, yeah, I can do that. Why not? Like, yeah, I can take the free kick. I'll step up for a pen in the penalty shootout. You need to be around people like that, not people who doubt themselves, not people who think, oh, I'm scared, but what happens if this happens? I'm scared of this bad thing happening. No, you need to be around people who just have the mindset of like, all right, cool. If I can work on this, I can become good at this. Um, if he can do it, why can't I do it? That sort of mentality. So yeah, that's literally what's it called? Why you've not been why you've probably not been making progress. You probably haven't been surrounding yourself with people like that, or not training properly. So yeah, that's all I got to say for this vid. Hope you enjoyed. I've been JT, and I'm out.